Hello, people of the world, and welcome back to Math Monsters. And it's me again. And in today's video, you will learn how to multiply and divide integers, more specifically negative numbers, because you guys already know how to multiply and divide positive numbers. An integer is basically any positive or negative number. And by the way, in today's video, you won't learn how to multiply and divide any fraction or decimal, any integer fraction or decimal, because you'll probably learn that in another video. I don't think I'll have enough time to share that in this video. So in this video, you will only learn how to do multiplication and division with whole integers, which means it won't have any fractions or decimals. So let's get started. Before we start into the questions, you need to learn these simple 6 rules of multiplying and dividing integers. The first rule is p times n will always equal n, which means that any positive number times any negative number will always equal a negative number. I hope you guys noticed that the 3 rules for multiplication are the same 3 rules for division as well, except that only the sign changes, the multiplication sign and the division sign. So the second rule is p times p will always equal p. And p by p will also always equal p because they're the same rules. The third and final rule is that n times n will always equal n, and n by n will also always equal n. So those are the 6 simplest rules you need to know for multiplying and dividing integers. Let's move on to our first problem. Number 1. Negative 12 times negative 12. What's our rule about multiplying two negative numbers? N times n will always be n. So that means the product will definitely be a negative number. So now that we know that, all we need to do is solve 12 times 12, which you guys can solve pretty fast. 12 times 12 is 144. So since the answer is negative, it would simply be negative 144. So that's how you solve the first question. Okay, so next question. Question number 2. Negative 11 times 42. Negative 11 times 42. So that is a negative number times a positive number, and our rule for that is n times p will always equal n. So the product of this will always be a negative number, just like the first question. So now that we know that, all we need to do is 11 times 42. I know a pretty easy trick for multiplying any number by 11. So the trick is that the first and last digit of the number you are multiplying by 11 would be the first and last digit of the product as well. So 42 has 4 and 2. So 4 would be the first digit of the product and 2 would be the last digit of the product. The middle digit would be the 2 digits added together. So 4 plus 2 is 6. So what are the 3 numbers we have? 4, 6, and 2. So voila, that's the answer to 11 times 42. And now that we know that it's a negative number, it would be negative 462. So that is how you solve the second question. Let's move on to the last question. Question number 3. 56 times 7. So, okay, so negative 56 times divided by negative 7, I'm sorry. So, a negative number times a negative divided by a negative number will always be a negative number, which we learned. So, that means all we need to do is 56 divided by 7, which is super easy. The answer is 8. So now that it's a negative number, it would be negative 8. So that's the answer for the last problem. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and feel free, if you have any questions, just ask me in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to my channel. And also leave a comment below if you like this video. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!